Let's take a moment to talk about the world of eyeshadows. It's pretty much one of the most exciting things I love to talk about. Now, today, eyeshadows come in all forms, shapes, and textures. I'm going to teach you some great tricks that you can apply to any formula. So if you've never worn eyeshadow before, let's start with the basics. Everyone knows what eyeshadow is, but did you know that eyeshadow can go from sheer to shimmer to total opaque? There are great ways to wear eyeshadow. You can just use one color as a wash, maybe 2, 3, or even 4 colors, and you can layer it on to get that beautiful mystifying effect. Now, if you like a wash of color, a light eyeshadow wash is perfect, and this is great for a daytime look. However, if you love an intense, mysterious smoky eye, sometimes I layer on a stick eyeshadow and then layer on a powder eyeshadow for that extra stay. Now, everybody knows how to use these colors, but what would you do with this color? I call this the superstar color, and this I will reserve for special events. Now, if you want to change this into an eyeliner, I would wet my angle brush, run it along here, and run it along your lash line so you get that intense pigment payoff. This is for something special. Why not? Lash discovery is one of my favorite topics, and how are we going to enhance eyelashes? Mascara. There are a ton of mascaras with a ton of design that does different things. We've got ones that separate and lift, the one that's volumizing, extra black, waterproof, smudge proof, and the list goes on. What makes a mascara different and special from each other? There are 3 points in a mascara. First is the formula. For example, if you like something that's volumizing, the companies put more fibers into it so that it builds up the lash. Second is the wiper. This is the wiper, which determines how much product is left on the brush as it comes out. The show off of the product is usually the brush. Now, this depends on what needs you have. Each girl has different needs and want different lash results. For example, this is a natural bristle. I love this brush because it looks like a Christmas tree. It has a pointed tip, which means it could reach into areas of your lash line and coat more lashes to make you look fuller, and it's easy to get into hard to reach places. Then there's this mascara that comes with a very special brush. Look at this brush, it's ergonomically designed so that you can apply your mascara with ease. This is also a rubber tip brush, which makes it easier for you to comb your lashes from root to tip. Now, we all have our favorite mascaras, from formulas to brushes, and I like to use a mascara with a brush like this. It's a spoon brush because it gives you speed and performance at the same time. And you can get as close to the lashes as possible. Give it a good jiggle and then pull it right up. And this means that your mascara can coat your lashes from root to tip to maximize that big, gorgeous flutter. Girls with round eyes look best when you use an eyeliner to elongate their eyes. For example, like a wing liner. Girls with small eyes look best with lighter eyeshadow and maybe a little cream eyeliner in the waterline to open up your eyes. And also, don't forget to curl those lashes. For girls with uneven eyes, this is where a smoky eye can really hide those flaws. For girls with hooded eyes, I would say eyelashes are your best friend. So don't forget to curl them and put 2 coats of mascara so that it looks bigger and brighter. And if you're that girl with the almond eye, congratulations, that's my absolute favorite shape. And that means you could pretty much wear any look you want. In this demonstration, I'm going to show you how to create that beautiful luminous shimmer eye. First, we're going to start with a little shimmer of the eyelids. Now remember, the smaller the eyelid, the smaller the brush, and vice versa. So I'm going to choose a beautiful peach shadow, and we're going to sweep it, especially for Asian eyes, we're going to sweep it from front to back. No contouring, no socket shading, just front to back like that. And for Asian eyes, instead of shading the inner V, I like to shade on the lower lash line, like this. Look up for me. This is a beautiful area to highlight. And to dial it up a bit, I'm going to use a bit of a more shimmery shadow, like here, and put it in the middle. And this is a trick I learned backstage at Fashion Week. If you want your eyeshadow to be a bit more intense, use your fingers and press blend it on, and you find that your shadows stay better and they read stronger, like this. Then with the darker shade, We're not talking crazy dark, just about 2 tones down. We're gonna apply that and we're gonna shade it on the outside and dragging the brush inside like that. Remember, if you've got small lids, use a small brush and gently sweep across. If you want to do that K-beauty trend kind of makeup, there is no cut crease. I repeat, we do not cut crease. Now this technique is great for anyone that has smaller eyelids or anyone with mature hooded eyes. This would be so flattering. It would bring a lot of radiance to the eye area. And it's pretty, and it's less harsh, and it's great for daytime and nighttime at the same time. I'm going to show you how to do a simple and easy winged eyeliner. So we're going to use an angled brush, make sure that it's tiny. And I love to use this brush because it's got a little hook in it. It gives me ease to do my wing liner. What we're going to do is, for Asian eyes, we're not going to make the line too thick because we do want to keep the crease line. We're just going to go into the lash line like this. Now, did you know that an eyeliner was invented so that your eyelashes look thicker? If you've got almond eyes like this, what I usually do is I extend the eyeliner across as closely to the lash line as possible and then slowly extend it out. And if you can see, when you open, the eye looks longer. It gives the illusion that it's longer compared to this eye. And this is a great technique, especially for mature ladies whose eyes are closing in with hooded eyelids. It's good to extend, and I would not recommend putting a severe line across the top and the bottom lash because it sort of closes in the eye and makes it look smaller. This technique is great because it leaves the door opened and your eyes a little bit brighter. If you've got a different eye shape and you have bigger eyelids, you could use a thicker brush and maybe the flick at the end could be a little bit more dramatic. And we're going to continue on the other side. And if you're doing this on yourself and you find that, especially with smaller eyelids, it's hard to do an eyeliner just looking straight at the mirror, I would suggest knocking your head back a little bit so that your eyelids are exposed and then doing this against the mirror. Or if you have unsteady hands, I would use a table mirror and sit on a table and anchor your elbows on the surface of the table so that your hands will rock about, and that gives you a better execution for a smoother line. You could take this from a casual to evening look and it looks so sophisticated, expensive, and elegant. In my next demonstration, I'm going to show you one of the hot favorites, how to do a modern bronze smoky eye. Before you start any smoky eye, make sure that you have a little bit of foundation on and a loaded brush with some clear powder. We are going to dust the eyelids. And remember, every time you dust the eyelids, it means that you could blend better when you put your products on. Nothing is worse than putting a dry eyeshadow onto a soggy eyelid, and that's just really bad for blending. And a smoky eye, a lot of girls tell me that they never suit a smoky eye because it's too intense for them. But let me tell you this, a smoky eye is like a little black dress of makeup. It suits every eye shade and it's great and it's forgiving and it can correct any eye shape from a downward eye to an almond eye, and you can compensate. And also, a smoky eye, this is going to blow your mind, does not need to just be black. It can be any color of the rainbow. So today I'm going to use a bronze smoky eye because everybody loves it and I love it too. We're going to wash the eye with the lightest color, like this, over the eyelid like a windscreen wiper, left to right. We're just going to quickly dust it on. It sets like a base and a canvas for you to put other colors on. When you do a smoky eye, I use a few brushes. One's a bit bigger, one's a bit more pointy, and one's a bit fluffier. Next, we're going to use a darker, richer, chocolatey shade, and we're going to sort of lightly dust over the lash line outwards and locate the socket. Open your eyes. That's your socket line. Close your eyes and shade it in like this. Then we're going to switch brushes. Make sure that you dip it in a bit of powder. We're just going to dust it and give it a good blend like that. Then we're going to switch back again Have you ever wondered all those times where you close your eyes and you've done your makeup, and then when you open it and you wonder, where did all the color go? This is why. So you need to make sure that you close your eyes, you plot your color, and when you open it, it's still there. If not, you need to compensate like this. Just keep your eyes open. With the same color, we're gonna drag it underneath your lash line very quickly. And looking straight into the mirror, we're gonna drag it out so that we create an almond-shaped eye. Then we're gonna switch to the other brush, give it a good blend. This is just two colors, and I've just ran the dark chocolate eyeshadow under the lash line and above, a little bit on the outer V of the socket, and you have your basic smoky eye. Now, there are many levels of smoky eye, and I'm gonna teach you how to dull it up a notch just from daytime to nighttime. So this would be a daytime smoky eye. We're gonna repeat this on the second eye. Now, a smoky eye doesn't need to be harsh or gothic or scary. Like, a smoky eye could be soft and transparent and beautiful. Again, we're going to use this and we're going to smudge it out. If you have smaller eyes, you don't want to close it up too much, so you just leave it onto the outside, you save it onto the outside, but for bigger eyes, you can drag the color right across. And finally, we're going to use this brush and we're going to blend it. And you're done. That's level 1 smoky eye. Now, we're going to dull it up to level 2, and we're going to go with the deepest shade here. We're going to emphasize the outer corners of the eyes, find the crease line, and then run it along the crease line. Make sure you blend well. When you're doing a look like this and you're using a lot of product and there's a high chance that there's going to be eyeshadow fallout, why not do your eyeshadow first? Get it all done, clean up your fallout, and then start your foundation. Now you notice with a bit of mascara and some foundation, this look is actually ready to go for a sort of mid-strength kind of smoky eye. And now let's dull it up with a bit of shimmer and some eyeliner and maybe more mascara. In the middle of the eye, I like to use my fingers like this, close your eyes, and we're gonna press and tap the eyeshadow in. Now the great thing about a smoky eye is that you can still use concealer at the end to correct the shape. And just at the corner of your eyes, just drag it upwards and you can see that there's an instant cleanup like that. So immediately you can see the precision between the two eyes. I'm going to repeat this on the other eye. You can use a pencil brush again and then go into the inner corners of the eyes like this to give you that extra glam look. Oh, I love it, it's so pretty. We're gonna really anchor the eye look with a little bit of eyeliner, and that really changes the game of this whole makeup look. Now, if your eyes are set too close into middle and you want them to appear further apart, I like to line the line up 2/3 on the outside, like this. So to make it look dramatic yet natural at the same time, I usually apply 2/3 from the outside, 2/3 in, like this. It's pretty. I usually like to apply 2 to 3 coats of mascara to make sure the lashes are extra glamorous. I like to apply the bottom lash first. If you apply the top lash first and then you attempt to do the bottom lash, what you're gonna have is spots on the eyelids when you open your eyes too wide. So a good tip is to apply it to the bottom lash first. Look at that, fantastic. And then we're going to do a final coat because I love lashes on smoky eye. How I start is I try to get as close to the base of the lashes as possible, and then I do a jiggle and I pull it right out. Now sometimes you're going to have a little fallout with mascara. Don't worry, just use a cotton tip like that and twist and lift. Do not drag the cotton tip across the eyelid, just place it there and then twist, and the product should just lift off. And finally, for that final clean, because I like to just do a little housekeeping before I send my clients off, use the same foundation brush, do a final clean so that your smoky eye is less gothic and more glamorous and expensive. And you're done. Now remember girls, this is one of the most fun things to do in makeup. So don't forget to rewind and go back and experiment with different colors and different textures depending on the mood or event that you want to go to. Remember, practice, practice, practice.